and welcome to your training 4. I am on a roll with these training videos and we are just trekking along, and I apologize for how I look, but I just like to feel like if it was you and I sitting here together, you'd be right there or on the other side of this couch. So I don't like it being all like kind of professional and stuff. It doesn't feel as fun. So today we're going to talk about engagement and activity. And there's so many things happening on Instagram right now. We've got Instagram TV, we've got Instagram Stories, we've got Insta Live, there's the cover stories, the highlights. I mean, there's so much happening. And so what do you do? And my advice is to stick with what feels good to you, use what you like, try them all out. But don't think you have to do it all. Don't think you have to do Instagram TV along with live videos, along with Instagram stories, along with doing the highlights stories on your profile. And that's one thing I didn't talk about was that profile highlights in Instagram the other day when we were talking about our profile feeds, because I wanted to talk about it today. So, you know, the little bubbles down here where you can highlight certain things. I like them because people can go back and look at my stories based on, you know, if they're community inspiration free, about my pregnancy, about coaching. I suggest using them. You can make covers in Canva or Photoshop, whichever you want to do. But it's totally up to you. You don't have to do them. If you're not a person that really does not care for Instagram stories, then don't do them. I highly suggest you do them because I think they're great tool, I guess, or resource in Instagram. But if it's not jiving with you, I feel like you don't have to do all of it. You don't have to do every single thing there is to do on Instagram. If you're showing up for your readers, you're posting content and photos, and you're interacting with them, that is enough, in my opinion. So, I spoke about this briefly, but engagement is key, just like it's key in this challenge, especially like as far as participation. It is in Instagram, obviously, and you can't just post and continuously post and expect people to know who you are if you're not reaching out. So my philosophy is the more you give and give and give, the more you're going to get back. I think that's just with anything in life, but really true for Instagram. It all changed for me when I literally would start scheduling time out for me to get on Instagram and comment. And that's all I would do is comment and engage with people that I followed and with people that really resonated with me. If their messaging really like hit me in a certain way or I really learned something, then I told them that. And because that's something that I want feedback on too when I'm posting. So just give and give and give as much as you want to receive, right? And we're going to talk more about automating and creating time for Instagram in tomorrow's trainings. I know that's a really big thing because you're probably thinking, well, I don't have time to engage. I don't have time to comment on these people's Instagram. Like, I don't even have time to post. So that's something we're going to cover tomorrow, and I don't want you guys to worry too much about because that is something we're going to talk about in another really important training that I think is just as important as the content creation. So if you keep swiping past somebody, say you're on Instagram, you're like we were talking about earlier, where you're just like aimlessly scrolling, and you just like, do you ever like keep swiping past these people and you're like, who are these people? Please only follow people that you want to follow. I need to go through and make sure I'm following people that I want to follow and that I actually interact with, because for me, it's no longer numbers. And if you guys haven't noticed, I have not once talked about follower count because I don't think that's important. What I think is important is your brand awareness and creating a community. That is important. I would rather have 50 followers who actually care about my content and visit my blog and want to join my community versus 100 who don't give a crap about who I am, right? That sounds harsh, but it's true, right? So what I'm trying to say is you're probably wondering why we haven't talked about follower count. And that's why, because follower count doesn't matter. It's the followers that want to continuously follow you and you keep providing them that information and those resources and valuable content and those relationships that stick, okay? So, like, if I'm not on Instagram every weekend, I tend to lose about 10 followers. It's really not the end of the world to me, and I want you guys to get rid of that notion that, holy crap, like, I suck. I'm losing 5 followers. I'm losing 2 followers here and there. Like, it's okay. You want to make sure that you have a community on Instagram that sticks around, that messages you, that interacts with you, and you do the same for them, okay? That is what creating community on Instagram is all about. It is not about the follower count, okay? I don't have 10,000 followers on Instagram, but my Instagram account, in my opinion, is successful because I have built a community out of it. I talk to like the same people week after week. I've met my blog coach on Instagram. Like I said, I've met people overseas from Instagram. So that to me is successful. And of course, success is different for everyone else. But having 1 million followers isn't going to make you successful on Instagram, okay? Is my point, okay? You might have higher conversion rates, but I just want to remind you that everyone starts out somewhere. So if you're not growing like 500 followers overnight, it's okay, okay? Rome wasn't built in a night. That sounds cheesy, but just a reminder, that's why this is not what this challenge is about. We're learning how to authentically grow ourselves in our community, and that is the whole point of this challenge. So today's challenge is really simple. Today's training is very simple. I want you guys to interact and comment with 3 people on Instagram that really resonate with you. So I don't want you to post just like, great post, or loved it. I want you to put a meaningful comment on there, and I want you to screenshot all 3 comments and share them in the thread. And for a bonus challenge, I want you to, if of course it's a bonus, you don't have to do this one, post on your Instagram story like a video like of yourself like this, but on Instagram stories. And I want you to screenshot that as well and post that, and that will be an extra entry, a bonus entry for the challenge. I know it can be really scary getting on videos, guys. I've always been one who's pretty good at speaking in public, except for when I say but I'm just going to blame that on the pregnancy brain. But, Jesus. Now I've lost my entire train of thought. Oh, stories, videos, I want to push you to have the confidence to put yourself out there. It seems scary, but again, it just shows people that you are a real person, that you're human, that you're not perfect. I am certainly not perfect, as you guys can tell from these training videos. I'm not a professional when it comes to doing these videos. I do these videos because I like teaching you guys. I like giving you trainings. It's very laid back, as you can tell. I want it to be casual. I want it to be comfortable. So I want you to really embrace that confidence and have the courage to step out of your comfort zone and try an Instagram story, like a face-to-face, and tell us, it can be about anything. A lot of mine are updates on my business, updates on my pregnancy. If I'm doing some sort of brand collaboration, I'll show you like my latest skincare routine or what I'm snacking on, those kinds of things. So again, really just adding in that lifestyle behind the scenes on Instagram stories and just being vulnerable with your audience. It's really going to resonate with them because, again, it shows them that you are human and you're not just a blogger, you're not just a businesswoman. So this is our 4th training, and tomorrow is our last one. So I'm really excited to wrap this up because tomorrow's training should be really fun. We're talking about content management and automation. So I will see you guys tomorrow for our last training, and I can't wait to see what everyone posts and comments on other people's Instagram posts.